Are you enjoying the becoming of your desires? Because if you can answer yes to that question, then you have found the secret to an everlasting, happy ever after life for all of eternity. For this is eternity. If you can answer yes, I am enjoying the becoming of my desires. I'm enjoying the state of my desires because the becoming of my desires is so fruitful. It's so fun. I'm enjoying the thoughts turning into things, into ideas and thoughts. Then you're equipped and you're ready for your eternal incompletion. For that's what you will always be, eternally incomplete. And you're more vibrational than you are physical. And it's weird to think about yourself in terms of vibration when you're so used to thinking about yourself in terms of physical. And the best way to understand vibrations is to understand emotion. You're feeling an emotion. You feel an emotion every time you think a thought. When there's a thought, there's an emotion that accompanies it. And that's exactly what we're calling the emotional manifestation. You know, when we talk about manifestation, we are talking about your awareness, your ability to realize something, your ability to perceive something. For this reality is all up to your vibrational interpretation. But we're also talking not only about the vortex and this vibrational reality that you have accumulated throughout your entire, your entire lifetime being here, and many before that, with all these intentions and all these desires, your hopes and dreams that you've put into your vibrational vortex, they're already there for you. For there is a law of attraction, and your entire universe is governed by this law of attraction. We all are governed by this law of attraction, and there are 2 points of attraction that could be called as you. You as yourself in this body is not the only you that's here. There's also this you that's non-physically, your soul self, your inner being self, your godlike self, and there are 2 of you who are always thinking. So the other part of you that's not listening to this video, that's vibrationally focused, that takes all the hits of everything that you want, that takes the balance, that becomes the vibrational version of everything that you want, that being is who you must become, and if you want to feel good, because that's what your emotions are about. And when we talk about vibration, we're talking really about physical manifestation. We want you to have physical manifestation because the manifestations are inevitable. We're teaching you how to have fun along the way. We're teaching you that the fun is actually what you really want. And so let's talk about manifestation. So when we're talking about manifestation, we're talking about your ability to receive. We're talking about this vortex being at a really high frequency and everything that you want being held in that frequency for you. And it's always being revealed to you. It's always ready for you. No one's holding it back from you. But the question is, where are you? Are you a cooperative component? Are you talking about the absence of your desire? Or are you looking or even trying to find a vibration that will match the frequency of your desire so you can finally allow that desire to fill into your point of attraction? So it's not just a dream, it's actually something that you can spend, it's something that you can showcase, it's something that you can put on your wall, it's something that you can show people and have people go ooh and ah. It will all be like that. But right now your desires are vibrational. So the question is, how are you going to perceive the vibrational reality? Because that's the thing, you're the only one that can perceive that vibrational reality. It's so interesting because you're the perceiver of your life experience, but you're also the perceiver of this vibrational reality. And yet you're over here being like, I don't see my desire, I don't have it, I don't see it. And that takes away from you being a creator, because to say that you're not seeing it, to say that you're not having it, simply means that you're not in vibrational alignment with it. But you could turn that around right now. And of course it is a gradual thing, because law of attraction will allow you to just cease to exist. It won't forget about all of your past sort of vibrations. There is momentum, so to speak, so you can gradually get there. But what's not going on here is that someone's not giving it to you. It's not that source is not giving it to you. It's not that you're not ready for it. It's not that there's something more that needs to be, experienced. It's not nothing like that at all. All of your desires are ready for you, and they're actually spinning and gathering cooperative components, and they're being revealed to you along this path of least resistance. They're literally being given to you in the form of vibration, and your job is to find a vibrational alignment with that. And all that's a really fancy way of saying find vibrational alignment. Find a vibration, any vibration that allows you to match your frequency of your desire. So you have a vibration, you have a point of attraction here, and you understand that the vortex has its own point of attraction, and you have to figure out, like, think about the radio channels. When you want to listen to a song on this radio channel 93.5, you have to find vibrational alignment. You have to find a channel that vibrationally aligns to 93.5. But luckily your radios are so amazingly marked, because when you turn the knob, you can find 93.5, and you can find the channel that is in alignment to that channel and then there you go, the manifestation occurs. Your song is played, right? And so it's the same thing with your desires. It's actually not much different at all, except you think it's different, right? The first sign of your manifestation is emotion. So let's talk about this actually in a way that you will never forget it. So the thing, when we're talking about manifestation, we're talking about a path. We're talking about the path unfolding right now, because the path is unfolding. You're not going to go looking for the path. The path is here right now. The question is, are you on the path? The question is, are you a cooperative component? The question is, are you in alignment? Are you feeling good about your path? Are you feeling satisfied? Are you having that satisfaction factor? So imagine you talk about why you want your desire. So you talk about why you want it. And for 17 seconds, you're feeling good. And then that 17 seconds, because of momentum, because of the law of attraction, which is what makes momentum happen, law of attraction and momentum on the same subject, then there'll be another 70 seconds, another 17 seconds, and another. And once you hit that 68 second mark, with pure focus thought, without contradicting your thought, then there will be a physical manifestation. But usually our friends are physical, they're really good at contradicting their thoughts. They're not really, they can't go 17, 34 and so on to 68 without being like, okay, but I don't see it, right? And we got that. We got you on that sort of to help you soothe that. Because the thing is, one, you don't really care about how you feel, because you care about all the details that are none of your work, none of your job. Your job isn't to figure out why. You're not law of attraction. Your job is not to figure out the details of why. How am I going to get it? Your job is to align to it and feel good, because the first sign of your manifestation is going to be an emotion, right? And that's the real manifestation. That's actually the real manifestation. That's what you're really looking for. Everything that you want is for feeling. And when you think about your desire, when you find vibrational alignment with it, when you go into that radio channel, the very first sign that you're going to get is an emotion. This feels good. And if it feels good, then guess what happens? Then the momentum will take care of the rest. Because once you're feeling good, that means that there was some momentum leading to you feeling good about the desire, right? So when there's momentum, there's going to be more momentum. So if you don't kill it with your contradiction, then there's going to be ideas. There's going to be momentum in the form of ideas, in form of daydreams, because your daydreams are actually a result of momentum. The images that you see in your mind are vibrational alignments with a vibrational reality. You're interpreting it. So there's ideas, and then there's more ideas. There's daydreams, and then it really fills in. Then the grid really fills in. Then the grid really fills in, and there are more ideas, and there's more ideas, and there's more ideas, and then there's a physical manifestation. But all along the way, if you're looking for only the physical manifestation, if you're standing where you are right now and you're dissatisfied because you're like, I want to go right to the physical manifestation, I don't want a path, I don't want to enjoy the path. It's like saying you want to go from point A to point B, but you're not willing to take the journey. You're not willing to take the physical journey or the vibrational journey, because you just want to go right over there. And we're like, well, there's these laws of physics. There are actually a lot of, and we explain it like this. There are laws of physics, but also there's actually a lot of fun that you can have along the way. And in fact, most of the fun that you're gonna experience relative to this desire is actually going to be all along the fun. Is all along the journey. The journey isn't the fun. It's like you can see so much out the window. You're taking the scenic route to everything that you want. And it's actually those desires that don't behave. It's those desires that you just continue not to see. Those desires are the ones that you're gonna have the best stories about. Those are the ones that are gonna prove to you, well, not prove, but they're gonna really display to you that of your power of focus. Because if you want something, all you have to do is not contradict it. You just have to look in the direction of it and talk in the direction of it. Talk about why you want it. Your job is to find a frequency that will help you practice the receiving mode, that will help you find the alignment of that, with that desire. And so the thing is, let's wrap it up. So if there's emotions first, and then there's thoughts and ideas, and then there's rendezvous, and then there's a physical manifestation, then that means that the physical manifestation isn't the only manifestation. It's not, because when the physical manifestation is the only manifestation, then you're screwed in a way, because you're dissatisfied. You're standing in a place where you're dissatisfied because you don't see it. So you're more of a match to the absence side of your desire. So what that means is that the emotional manifestation isn't just the only manifestation, but the emotional manifestation is what you're really looking for. And when you have the emotional manifestation, then you're not going to contradict it, or you're less likely, because now you're not looking for the physical manifestation. Now you're not needing the physical manifestation. Now you're not trying to go to the physical manifestation right now. You're just satisfied with where you are. You're satisfied with the emotional manifestation. It's like, well, I feel good about my desire. Now what? There you go. The real manifestation just happened. So I'm going to keep talking about how good it feels. And this is always the rule of thumb. If you're feeling good, then add more, crank up the juice more, talk more about what you want. But if you're not feeling good, then that's not the time to bring up any specifics. That's the time to triage. That's the time to make yourself soothe yourself, to make yourself feel better. That's not the time to bring up any of your desires or get specific. You want to make sure you're feeling good, because you're always in a receiving mode. And it's the same thing with all this. You're always in a receiving mode. So what receiving mode are you in? And that's what we're talking about right now. We're talking about your ability to literally just choose a radio station and then allow what's on the radio station to fill it into your mind, fill into your grid, to fill into your point of attraction. Because that's the thing. There are many more manifestations that will lead up to the physical manifestation. There's the thoughts, the ideas, because even a thought to come into your mind, that's a manifestation. An emotion, a manifestation. A daydream, manifestation. These are all manifestations. So what we really want you to understand through all this is that, hey, I'm actually enjoying the becoming of my desire, because I'm always being satisfied. I'm always receiving something. There's always ideas. The daydreams, there's always something, because it's not just, that's the rhythm of your life. The rhythm of your life, the rhythm that you came into this life understanding was fun now, fun now, fun now, fun now, because you always have the emotional manifestation. So you're not waiting for something. Many of our friends are waiting, but what are you waiting for? Because if you have the emotion, if you feel good about the desire, then praise the success of that, then allow the momentum. Because here's the thing is that all you have to do is think about it for 17 seconds, and then 17, and then 17, and 17, and then there will be the positive emotion, and then there will be ideas, and then there will be more ideas, and then do you know what happens next? There's that manifestation. But what we're telling you is that it's actually that simple. And the only thing that makes it hard for you to actually see your desires to fruition, to see your manifestations from the vibration that they now are to the physical manifestation, is your ability or your desire to tell the truth, contradict your energy, to contradict your thought, to introduce that contradictory tongue. And so the only reason why you do that, you introduce that contradictory thought, is because you're like, well, where is it going to come from, realistically speaking? Because you can sit here and you can talk about how good it feels and how it would feel if you would have it and why you want it, and you can get all that good momentum going. But then the second that question that pops up into your mind, you're like, well, where am I going to get it from? How's it going to happen? None of those questions are your job. And the only way to get over that, because you have to get over not getting your business bigger than your big business, is caring about how you feel. Seriously, you have to care about how you feel, because caring about how you feel is the only way that you'll make it to the full fruition of your desire, because you're the one who has to take yourself there. Because the law of attraction isn't the one who is being like, oh, because law of attraction is just putting fuel into your fire. Law of attraction is like, oh, you're focusing on this, we're going to give you more of that. You don't like this, we're going to give you more of that. So it's all about your attention. So what we're telling you now is that we're actually telling you how manifestations happen, how the thoughts evolve from a thought, a vibration, into the full out physical manifestation. There's a thought, there's a vibration, and there's a thought, and then there's an emotion, and then there's ideas, and there's more ideas and more ideas. And those ideas, when they don't experience contradiction in thought, the momentum will allow it to grow so big to the point where it's physical manifestation. And we're not even talking about time. We're talking about it's instant. We're talking about it could come as soon as today. You could feel good about a desire. You could feel good about it and talk about it in general terms, and then feel good about it, and then know it, and then experience physical manifestation today, because it's that simple. And the reason why it's so simple is because there's more manifestations than just than the money in the bank, than the phone in your hand, and the book that you're going to see on the shelf. There are many thoughts along the way. And if you're only in this for the physical manifestation, then you can't get to the end. You won't be able to sustain yourself. You will not understand your journey. That's the thing, is you're not going to understand the journey. But now you understand. Now you understand that there's going to be emotions. When I feel good emotions, then there's going to be thoughts, and the thoughts are manifestations, because I'm always in receiving mode. So where are these thoughts coming from? I'm not thinking them, so they're coming from the momentum. So go on your rampage, just talk about why you want your desire. And when you talk about why you want it, don't contradict it, because when you talk about why you want it, you set that desire forth. You find alignment with a vibration that will allow you the money, will allow you everything that you want, and your job is to just not mess it up. And that is a little harder, because ultimately you're going to gradually do it. You're going to understand, you're going to feel it. Because when a car goes 100 miles per hour and hits a tree, it's a really big deal, versus a car that's just going 5 miles per hour and it hits a tree. It's less impactful. But the 100 miles per hour is going to hurt. And that's what we're saying about this high flying energy, is that the more high flying, the more you understand momentum, the more you understand not killing your momentum and can discontinue as much as you can, because you care about how you feel, doing something that actually kills your momentum. Then you understand all this, because now you understand I can take myself anywhere I want to go, because the only thing that was ever stopping me was something really small. It was just contradictory thought. It was never this big piece. It was never that I was incapable. It was just that I was worrying about things that were not my job. And it's all good now, because I can go on these rampages now. I can have my desire right now. I can have the emotional manifestation. That's the real manifestation. And when the emotional manifestation is a real manifestation, then guess what happens? Everything else, the details all fill in afterwards. And when the details fill in, that's also manifestation too. So I guess I'm enjoying the becoming of all of my desires, because I'm being fed all along the way. I'm enjoying the process, because there's always manifestations. So I know I'm on the right path. And not only do I know I'm on the right path, I'm experiencing it. I'm experiencing the full fulfillment of why I came into this body. I'm experiencing the intuitions, the clarity, the daydreams, everything, the images in my mind, everything. I'm experiencing all of it. I'm experiencing the path, because the path is now, and I'm having the best time ever.